Recording has been started, and today we are proudly to have Henry Jins from Sterling Bank, and he will talk about the procedures and the difficulties of mortgage loans transactions during the shelter in place. Welcome, Henry.
Hi, thank you. Thank you. Great to be here. So, yeah, I guess I'll just kind of start with sort of what we've been experiencing the last certainly few weeks, month and a half now, as the situation sort of has become sort of the regular way things are going. We are still lending. Most banks are still lending, and Sterling certainly is. There hasn't really been any stoppage of lending or any of our programs at the moment, but the process now is probably doubled in complications. So it's gotten to be very difficult now to get things through in the normal timelines that we were all used to, relying on the same third parties that we normally relied on. Everything that was kind of normal operational procedure now seems to take a lot longer, and that's been the challenge that all banks, certainly Sterling, is experiencing right now. And so what's happened is, of course, that a lot of sort of normal processes that, verifying employment, ordering appraisals, getting tax transcripts from the IRS now take a lot longer, if they can even be done anymore. And so workarounds have now had to be put in place. In other words, there's been a lot of sort of temporary measures and temporary policies that have now kind of become the policy. If information can't be obtained, if you can't verify an employment with an employer, then there's temporary measures you can do, maybe show a pay stub. Appraisals right now are being sorted into either you can do just a desk appraisal. If it's eligible for that, you can do an exterior only. If it's eligible for exterior only on a and let's see here, or you have to do a full interior inspection. And all these different levels of appraisal requirements come down to whether or not it's a rate and term refinance, if it's a purchase, or if it's a cash out refinance. The simplest is, of course, if a desk appraisal can be done, and that minimizes all contact. An exterior appraisal is simpler because it's just the appraiser going by. And then, of course, an interior inspection is still needed in cases, certainly cash out refinances, which we're seeing a lot of right now. The refinance market is obviously gotten to be very strong once again with these rates adjusting the way they did, sort of amidst all these other slowdowns. So that's what's going on with appraisals, and that's kind of been, there's been some good solutions there to make it a little bit easier. But most appraisals are happening. Eventually appraisers are getting out there and orders are going through. And yeah, so that's generally what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So this session is being recorded. So one more time, this session is being recorded. So I do have some questions about, okay, how long, if I give you a loan today to start, how long do you think it takes? Because usually it's 30 days. Are you currently like running maybe 40 days or more time do you need?
No, so the hard thing right now, and I'll just have to speak for Sterling, is that first starting with underwriting timeline. So we make contact with the borrower once they make an application, and then we prepare the file for underwriting. That's normal process, but then it goes into the underwriting queue. And that's where right now a normal turn time might be 2 to 4 days or so for an underwriter to get a file back. That is now stretched somewhere between 15 and 21 days. So there is a, and this has to do, and I'm sure all banks are dealing with this right now in terms of staffing and underwriting availability, and the overwhelming backlog that has happened because of low rates and everybody wanted to refinance. So there are a lot of loans that are maybe in bank pipelines right now that under normal circumstances wouldn't be there. And so that's important. So 15 to 21 to underwrite. So a normal 30-day escrow is becoming really very difficult to impossible, If banks are still able to do that, good for them, but it's been hard. I'd say most of our escrows now at least are stretching out 45 days if all goes well, and we're having some that take 60 days, yes. So everything's kind of been stretched out a bit.
So I know Sterling had the Advantage program. I'm sure a lot of people are interested in hearing about it. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on with the Advantage program?
So Advantage right now has been suspended, and it's basically been formally ended as it previously existed. So it's not anymore in terms of its original guidelines and rates and programs. You know, we will see what happens. You know, I'm just kind of hearing what I hear from the bank in terms of new programs that they're thinking of. I know they want to come out with a program that still has some income flexibility and lets people, you know, qualify that where it would be difficult, but everything is going to kind of in the future is going to be income based. So you will need to properly document income along all the traditional guidelines, Fannie Mae guidelines for income verification. It will not come back sort of in the form that it was before, but there might be some features to it, possibly with higher debt ratios, I don't know, some other features that may allow borrowers to qualify a little easier than they do with more conventional programs. And so I think Sterling's trying to find a balance between what the program was and what it was able to accomplish, and looking to accomplish those things in the future, but under kind of the new rules that we have to operate under. So that's the update right now. There is no definitive plan or timeline for this new program or any new programs to come out right now. And we were hoping April, but now that of course that's all been changed. So, you know, there was supposed to be something this spring. I think it's going to be a while now before the banks, you know, once we're dealing with this, want to be in position to announce the new program. But so.
The purchase transaction is getting the priority over the refi.
Oh, good question. Yeah, purchases absolutely are getting priority over refinances. So your purchase loan will definitely be seen before refinance will, and then, I mean, that can be sooner than the 15, 20 days. And then once you have an initial approval and you're working on conditions, those conditions will get turned around pretty quickly. But yes, there is definitely a priority for purchases over refinances at this time. That's certainly a Sterling policy right now.
So how long are your refis taking at this moment?
Refinances right now are taking a while. Definitely count on 60 days.
Wow.
So regarding your Advantage program, for the people who have the current Advantage program, are those people able to refinance at lower rates with the old guidelines, or are you taking new guidelines?
Well, okay, so for Advantage folks, and we'll talk about where their loans could be adjusting to, because I know Victoria wanted to bring this up. You know, most of these were ARM based, of course, and so any of them that are coming up for adjustment will now be, the new rate will be based on margin plus index. I believe most of the margins on the Advantage programs were about 3.5%, if I'm not mistaken. And index right now, I think they were all tied to the one-year LIBOR. The one-year LIBOR right now sits at about 0.95%. So roughly, generally speaking, you're looking at, and maybe the margins were 3.75, actually. I need to verify that.
3.95.
3.95. Okay.
Correct.
Sorry about that. So take your margin of 3.95. You're going to add the current index roughly about 1% or slightly less. So that's about 4.95, 4.9. It seems that most borrowers right now would be adjusting, give or take, into the about 5% range, maybe just a little bit below 5%. But moving forward, if they do want to refinance off of the Advantage loan, if they, whatever they want to do with it, they of course can anytime. They need to just be prepared for full income documentation and sort of to conform with all of the traditional lending guidelines right now. There won't be any kind of special streamline ability to refinance it the way it was before. It will require just basically committing to the full underwriting process right now that everyone's under right now, you know, according to Fannie Mae guidelines. So, yeah, pay stubs, tax returns, everything like that, income verifications.
Is Sterling currently still doing jumbo loans? Because I heard that there are some lenders, they're trying to stop loans with loan amount over 726,500.
Yeah. We still are doing jumbo loans. We still have our program up to 2.5 million on a jumbo. That's our jumbo 30-year fixed and 15-year fixed. The rates have gone up a little bit on those. I think right now we're up to maybe 4% on that, but we're still doing those. But the market definitely that's above, I think, what is it, 760 right now? Derry, what's the high? What I think it's 760 right now.
Yeah,
But
760. Yep.
yeah, so that represents basically non-agent. Once you're above that, that's true jumbo. That market's getting more difficult. There's no question about it. Everything that's 760 or lower is under Fannie Mae. It's much simpler. Everything is very organized and backed still by Fannie Mae, or Freddie Mac. But things in the jumbo territory are getting more difficult. We're still doing them, but just expect the unexpected. Again, anybody can apply, but it's a changing market day by day, week by week right now for all of us. And that's kind of the main thing.
But can someone who lost his job because of COVID-19 but still do a refinance? It's no current income, but currently is receiving unemployment income.
Unemployment income? Yeah, that's going to be hard for individuals who have lost their job. We don't have continuation of income. I mean, it would almost sort of be difficult in a normal scenario, but right now there's obviously a lot more of this taking place. It's going to be difficult. There's not going to be the ability to verify ongoing income. Yeah, I mean, because they're going to check probably 2 to 3 times during the process with the employer on employment status and current income levels, and even right before the loan closes, they will do one more final verification of employment to make sure that person's still there, and so it'll be hard. That's going to generally make it difficult.
You're also known as the TIC King. Can you tell us a little bit more about your TIC programs as well?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there?
Yeah, everything's kind of still going along as normal as everything else right now is, for what that's worth. So we are still doing TIC loans. TICs are always out there. New TICs are forming. There hasn't really been too much disruption to TIC financing or any of our other programs really. They're just, as long as they're just subject to the same delays that everybody else is. Our TIC rates have not changed. That is one thing, is with all the ups and downs in the interest rate market, our portfolio programs have not changed. We're still around 3.5% on a TIC 5-year ARM. But just same thing, be prepared for delays in process, 45 days minimum. What I've noticed people doing on new contracts is that they'll say, okay, well, this is going to be a 30-day contract, but then we have a 30-day COVID disclosure. In other words, there'll be an additional 30 days added to the process for COVID-related reasons should it be needed. So people are going in knowing, okay, we're going to do 30 days, but then we're going to allow for, unexpected situations here, potential delays. And if it takes up to 30 days, that's everyone understands. So, but otherwise everything with our TICs is still proceeding as normal.
Proceeding as normal means all the underwriting guidelines is the same.
Oh, right. All the same. Now, we did cut back. One trend that you might be seeing with other lenders, and Sterling also was impacted by this. We used to have a lot of piggyback seconds, so you could finance up to 80, 85, 90% on a fractional TIC loan with a HELOC second. they've gotten rid of the HELOC seconds now anywhere above 75. So we've lost some flexibility, capability on the higher loan to values. And that also affects current mortgages, condos, homes. So if you want to refinance, unfortunately, our HELOCs are not available anymore above 75% loan to value. Like that's firm and max. We can still get to 90% on a TIC or on any loan with mortgage insurance. So anybody, but that's only on loan amounts up to 850. So if you are buying a home, or a client is buying a home up to say I think the number is like 944,000, we can still consider a one loan format to 90% with mortgage insurance. That is still intact. That applies to our TICs as well as any condo or single family house scenario. But that loan amount is limited to 850, so it limits the purchase price.
What kind of rates are you seeing nowadays on some those different thresholds? Approximately.
For conforming?
Conforming, high balance, and jumbo.
Mm-hmm. So good question. Right now, our conforming rates below 510 are about 3.25%, 0 points, 30-year fixed. So we can do that. Now, if you then are jumping between 510,000 and 760, our rates, I believe, go up to, what is it, Jerry? Maybe 3.875. Yeah, 3.875. And then our jumbo program, which goes up to 2.5 million, that's our portfolio program. That's now at 4% even, 30-year fixed, no points. The 15-year rates are maybe like 0.5% lower right now. So rates are not bad given all the turmoil. They've, kind of gone down a little bit and then they've gone back up. They've bounced around, but they're kind of settled at about the same levels where they were before for the most part, depending on the program. So, and our TIC loans are all now in the mid threes. We're at 3.5% on a 5.5 arm, 3.6 on a 7.1 arm TIC. So it's kind of mid to high 3% range across the board, depending on what you're doing.
Some banks are not doing cash out refinances. Is your bank still doing cash out refinances?
We're still doing cash out refinance. Yep, that's fine.
And some banks are not requiring an HOA cert. Do you guys require HOA certs on your properties?
For condominium cert?
Yeah, a condominium cert. Some places only, require that they know that the property does not have litigation, and that's all they need to know. I mean, what is Sterling?
We're still requiring a condo cert. I've done one condo recently, and we required the condo cert. I don't think that's changed at all. If we can get a condo cert, it's going to be helpful. So if there is some reason that a condo cert cannot be obtained for any reason at all, then that lender probably needs to consult temporary policies and see what they're supposed to do. Fannie Mae has a really good frequently asked questions right now on the COVID-19, and I could look through it if that's addressed. But that's the type of thing that if you can't get a normal document that you normally would be able to obtain, it's probably now been encountered by many and it's been addressed as an issue, and there's probably some temporary workaround for it. Now, most of these temporary workarounds right now, these basically sort of COVID-19 temporary policies, they're all set to expire on May 17th. According to Fannie Mae, that's at least sort of the current timeline. I think the idea is maybe by then things are back to normal. That could also be extended, but everything that's out there right now, or that's been changed, May 17th is theoretically the deadline. If nothing is extended by May 18th or the next week, it's back to normal processes. Banks cannot make temporary sort of decisions. If you can't verify employment, use a pay stub instead. No, you have to continue to verify. So, or appraisals will have to go back to their normal expectations. So we'll have to see where things are by May 17th and what Fannie Mae decides to do, because that's now kind of determining where we make our decisions from. What Fannie Mae basically decides to do, that's guiding our policy as well. And it's probably the case for a lot of banks.
Oh, so in terms of HOA search, can you repeat what is the percentage of the owner occupancy rate that you're looking at? Is it over 75% a must?
I think on most certs, condo certs, I think 60% is the threshold of owner occupancy in order for it to work. I think somewhere between, I don't have that figure right. I don't know it's as high as 75. Because I do so many TIC loans, I'm not as well versed in condo certs as maybe I once was, but I've always thought 60 is kind of the level. You don't want more than 40% non-owner exposure. I can tell you Sterling does have a program, we've had this for years, whereby if condominiums are non-warrantable, you don't have enough owner occupancy, you've got litigation. Well, it depends what the litigation is, but if you have any other reasons why the building is non-warrantable according to Fannie Mae, and it's not going to be warrantable for a while, we have a condo program that addresses this. Again, rates are in the mid threes right now to high threes on an ARM basis, but it's very practical and we'll just, no questions asked. We don't need to see a condo cert, or we don't care what's on it, in other words. And we can get scenarios like that through with a pretty reasonable rate. So
Let me go back a little bit. You just said wait for everything to get back to normal, such as appraisal. So do you mean that currently appraisal is running something special? Like maybe you guys, in some case, you're just doing drive-by for right now because of the COVID-19 shelter in place? Oh, okay. So how do you figure that who is available to do a drive-by appraisal? Is it because of LTV, because of the low LTV?
No, it's not the lower LTV. So the first, let's say if the conforming, so Fannie Mae guidelines. So sometimes when we submit the DU, then they will have like appraisal waiver. If they say appraisal waiver, you don't need to appraisal. So that means this property, we don't need to do any appraisal. The other thing is if this is cash out, then if this loan is not under Fannie Mae, so we have to do interior appraisal. That's when we have to.
I've lost the ability to hear.
Oh.
Gary has just answered a question.
There's a question asking, is Sterling still
Sorry. Jerry, do you want to try?
Oh, yeah, I did try already. I tried it.
Can you guys hear me?
Henry has probably bad connection.
Doesn't want to hear. I can't hear anymore.
Okay, I mean, I can explain. Yeah, so if this is under Fannie Mae loan, so we just need to do exterior appraisal. That's fine. So we need to check if this loan under Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loan. So we can do exterior. You don't need to go inside. Interior.
There's a question asking if Sterling is still doing stated income loans for foreign buyers, and if so, what are the requirements?
Temporary, we don't have this kind of program, so it's being suspended, so waiting for a new program coming. So that's the same as Advantage.
I think we went over this earlier, but someone is asking if they have a 3-year fixed home loan rate with Sterling from 2018 and it expires in 2021, can they swap to a new locked rate or get a locked rate?
Gary, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear. No, they cannot lock the new rate. It has to be adjustable rate. So based on the margin plus index. So the margin I think should be 3.95. So index based on today's 1-year LIBOR index should be 0.95 or 0.98. So roughly the new rate will be, if today is the first day, they're doing kind of adjust rate, so it will be 4.95. That's the new rate will be.
Did you see the new rate would be 4.95? So
yes.
How long does it stay?
1 year.
Months or each year?
1 year.
Again.
That's 1 year because that's either 3-1 arm or 5-1 arm or 7-1 arm. So after 3, 5, or 7 years, the rate will change annually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they cannot just lock down the current rate, even the current rate is higher than the adjustable rate. Let's say his rate right now is 5.5%. He
Mhm.
cannot just lock 5.5, but has to
No,
wait till
has
the
to
adjustable rate comes
adjustable,
up.
yeah, adjust until the new program coming, they can doing refi. So that's an option.
Okay.
Do you guys have any information about your new program, or you guys can't announce it yet? What, can we get any kind of hints?
I don't know, probably can ask Henry regarding this. I have no update for this kind of new program yet.
Henry, can you hear us?
Henry? Probably is not here.
So Derry, what is the interest rate for investment property with 25% down? Purchase price 900,000 in a 30-year fixed term.
30 of his term. Okay, so you say that's a high balance.
Investment property, 25% down is okay, right? Still okay?
Yeah, 25% down still okay. Yeah, let me check today's rates to see.
Sure, please.
Sure, okay. So I assume the Curtis scores over 720. So the rate for 30-year fixed would be 4.0.
4.0.
Yes, 30-year high balance, right?
Yeah, high balance.
High balance, yes. The 15 years we can do like 3.50.
So for your loans now, are you guys are requiring full documents? What are you guys looking for self-employed or for W-2? Are you looking for 1 year W-2s, 1 year?
So
Or are you looking for 2
2
years?
year has to be 2 years.
So both employee or self-employed?
Yeah,
Both.
self-employed alone has to be 2 years. Yeah.
What if someone just immigrant from China, or they're just here for about a year and a half? Will they be qualified?
No, they won't. They won't. Has to be the only exception if you just graduate from university or like college, then we can use like 1 year income.
Mhm. What about income increase? Let's say if I just get a CPA license, does it count as a diploma? So my income can rapidly increase?
Mm-hmm. So
Or you
we
will
still
have
need
to
to see the
even
all
out
the
the 2 years?
document. Yeah, we need to see the all document to see if you got a new raise or new like income statement to showing your income increase.
Mhm.
So
So Derry,
mm-hmm.
do you want to tell us about what is your difficulty currently because of the
Okay.
COVID-19?
Uh-huh.
When you're doing loan procedures, transactions,
Uh-huh.
do you have any difficulties compared to before? Would you like to share a little bit with us?
Sure, sure. Yeah, definitely. So right now it's 2:30. You want me to switch to Chinese portion or just still the same?
Let's finish this with English first, and then we'll move on.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. So right now is a definitely same as Henry say. It takes longer than usual. So I have like 2 loans, which is usually sent to underwriter, get approved. It usually takes like 2 or 3 days, but now it takes like 2 or 3 weeks. Then I need to lock the rate. Also need to do appraisal. So the thing is during COVID-19, not too many appraisers want to do the interior appraisal. So we have to order. I have like 1 loan just go through 4 appraiser. Finally find 1 appraiser willing to do interior appraisal. So that's kind of scenario. So that's why it take longer, not only like underwriting, also appraiser. So when we get appraisal report, so I also have subordination agreement need to finish. So that's definitely take more than 45 days. So that's kind of scenario I have right now. Other than that, I think pretty much same. Just underwriting team that takes longer to get approved.
I see.
Yeah.
We have questions at the chat rooms asking why is there such a lag time between Fed's rate and banks' mortgage rates? Fed has dropped their rates and yet mortgage rates haven't dropped much.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
Okay, why is there such a lag time between the federal rate and the bank's mortgage rate? So the federal has dropped the rate and yet mortgage rate haven't dropped any. I mean, dropped much. Like, how do they relate to each other? The federal rate,
So-
interest rate, and the mortgage
Usually
interest rate?
when we connect with the rate, we see the 10 years LIBOR 10-year market rate. That's one related to the interest rate we have right now, but not just federal. Cut the rate to 0, then will rate go to, let's say, either like 1% or 2%. That's not related, you know, at all. But most likely we just check 10 years rate. That's one related to the current market interest rate.
But when you were saying underwriting taking so much longer time than before, is that because all the underwriter is in work at home basis right now?
That's kind of one of scenarios. So we also, the problem we used to have, Sterling used to have like 10 underwriters, but for some reason it's only have 5 right now at this moment. That's why it takes longer than usual time. That's
So
kind of
45
another
days in
situation.
average
Right, right.
on a purchase.
Yeah, since the advantage, also the advantage loan has been suspended since last November. So during that time, not too many loans go through. That's why they, you know, cut the people to like 5 underwriter. But now since refi, the rate is pretty low, so it's busy again. So
Victoria, I think we should start the Chinese session. You want to make an introduction?
I think we have one more question to ask before we move on, right?
okay.
So is the appraisal are delaying the application process? How come they are so hesitant to do interior in appraisals?
I don't know, because that's the one I cannot get hold of appraisal. So when we order appraisal, I send request to appraisal department. So let them order. But things when they send a request to appraiser, then during COVID-19, I don't know, because some reason, so appraiser didn't want to go interior appraiser. That's why. So we switched 4 different appraiser. So finally, we find one can doing appraisal interior.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for Henry Jeans. And we will start with Darren again. 以下落嚟係會講中文嘅. So right now we are starting our Chinese sessions on Daryl Wu will be telling us more updates from Sterling Bank. 咁 Darren 咧會同我哋講下咧，而家 Sterling 嘅有啲乜嘢最新嘅消息喺佢哋銀行內部係事情係點樣做啊咁樣。咁 Darry 好歡迎你。咁你貴姓啊？不如你講下你中文名啊？
我姓吳，係 Darry Wu， 係大家好。我想同大家介紹下依家我哋 Sterling current 嘅 process 呢個 loan 係頭先 Henry 已經講咗，就因為依家係由於呢個 COVID-19 咧，咁我哋呢個 loan process take longer， 即係時間會耐啲。因為點解？因為主要咧，我 send 咗俾 underwriting team 咧，得到佢哋 approval， 通常咧就係2日到4日之間，但係依家就 take at least 2 or 3 weeks， 即係2個星期到3個星期，我哋先可以攞到 approval。咁樣攞到 approval 之後咧，我哋仲要 order appraisal， 咁所以呢個時間就會 take 耐啲。咁由於我哋頭先有講咗，因為依家我哋冇之前嗰個好多 foreigner 嘅 advantage program， 所以我哋依家好多時候如果 rate 跌低咧，我哋就做呢個 conforming， 同埋 TIC。conforming 同 TIC 都係好多而家 refi 啊 purchase 都有啦。但係我哋嘅銀行就係、如果係 purchase 通常咧會快啲，即係 compare with refi 佢通常咧會快。譬如話平時2個星期、3個星期，但係 purchase 可能1個星期佢嘅 approve 就會出嚟。所以通常 underwriter 都會有一個 priority， 會 check purchase first。咁我有一個 loan 就係、purchase 通常我同人哋講係35日 close， 但係 luckily 係真係35日可以 close 啊。通常要40到45日，但係我呢個就今日啱 close 嘅，係35日 close 咗。係依家就暫時嚟講，呢個就係我哋嘅 Sterling Bank 目前嗰啲 loan process 呢個 schedule 係大概就係咁嘅。
咁啊 Derry， 因為頭先係英文版，而家係中文版，可能有時我哋啲問題會重複嘅。
冇問題，冇問題，可以
咁樣再講一講咯。咁頭先你咁樣講到話，因為而家情況慢嘅關係咧，咁點解又唔會考慮下話，譬如有啲係你哋自己本身嘅客戶再嚟重貸嘅，點解唔考慮下就係話 waive 咗個 appraisal， 咁可唔可以快啲咧？亦都可以減輕。唔係
appraisal 係咁 ，appraisal 咧，除非唯一一個可能 waive 咧，就係如果我哋要通常 refi 咧，我哋會 run DU。如果 run DU 係 through Fannie Mae、Freddie Mac， 如果 run DU 上面咧，佢會話 OK， 你呢個 loan 咧可以 waive appraisal， 咁我哋就唔使做 appraisal。如果冇 waive 呢個 condition， 你所有啲 loan 都要做 appraisal。咁啊，有個好處咧就係，因為你做 appraisal 咧就係話，之前我哋一定要做 interior appraisal， 但係依家就講，如果係 Fannie Mae own loan non cash out， 咁我哋可以 option 做 exterior。咁啊 appraisal 就唔會擔心入咗房之類同人哋有接觸或者 COVID-19 呢段時間啦，咁就會 exterior 就得啦。因為我有個 file 又係嘅，我有個客問我，佢話Derry，what's the next step？ 因為我問佢成日攞文件嘛，我話你差唔多 clear to close 啦，佢話你都未做 appraisal， 我話 appraisal 做個 exterior appraisal， 就佢都唔知道已經做咗啦，所以呢個 file 就好快，又係35日之內 close。係就，但係如果呢個 loan 咧，如果我哋會做 Fannie Mae、Freddie Mac check， 如果唔係 Fannie Mae 嘅 loan， 如果或者 TIC 就一定要做 interior appraisal。
哦。做 drive-by appraisal 嘅都要35日先至可以完成到成個程序。係啦，係問題，我就同你講之前嗰個 underwriter approval 呢個咧算快㗎啦，2個星期 approve 啦，所以14日之後 approve， 咁其他嗰啲時間我就 working on the condition， 咁就好快，咁35日就可以。而家35日都叫做好快，咁35日算好快啦，係。而家current scenario， 因為我有2個 file， 依家有3個星期都未 approve。哦。係，咁即係如果做一個 purchase， 可能譬如客人揾經紀啊，或者我哋係經紀寫合約嘅時候咧，都應該寫45日 closing date。你可以4好寫耐啲啦，但係你如果話唔得嘅話，咁我哋可以試下35日到40日。因為 most seller 咧同埋 selling agent 佢哋都明白呢個時候貸款係好難嘅，不過如果你話即如果有一個 cash offer 咁樣又唔同，但係如果你都係貸款嘅話，依家呢個 scenario 都係好難嘅，好短時間之內你有 clear to close 真係好難。我唔知 other lender， 但係我哋銀行真係好難。我諗其他 lender 都會難嘅，都會難嘅，係。如果你即係你話即係頭先話你 no cash out， 我哋而家都有 cash out 嘅 ，jumbo 我哋一樣有 jumbo。咁如果你咁樣講嘅話，即係45日至到60日就一定要㗎啦。咁就算我哋5月中可以，大家都可以出翻街，公司嘅 underwriters 或者其他部門都可以翻嚟翻工嘅時候，都應該因為過去嗰2個月嚟已經積咗好多嘅 files 喺度。咁即係話其實你 expect 2020年或者一路起碼去到年尾，最後一個 quarter 啦，10月份左右。我哋都係 expect 45日至到60日先至可以 close 一個 transaction。你咁咧，我覺得其實40到45日都 OK 啦，因為咧我頭先有同你講過，我哋嘅 underwriting team 咧佢會 check， 通常咧 purchase 會 priority，
佢會 check purchase 先嘅，即係通常嚟講佢會，譬如話正常其他嗰啲 loan 係2-3個星期，但係 purchase 圖會快啲，或者1個星期或者10日佢就會俾你 approve。
咁咧，有啲人想知道關於你嗰個 Advantage Program 喺嗰個以前你哋做嗰個叫做唔查收嘅貸款咧。
其實唔係唔查收入，佢只不過係 flexible income， 都係查收入，係。
冇咁strict 啦嗰種啦。
係。
有冇可以講下嗰個 program 啊？
呢個 program 咧係舊年11月9號已經 suspend 咗咧，到依家咧都未有任何嗰啲 update。咁我聽講咧就可能呢種 program 可能將來咧就唔會有，但係新嘅 program 即係乜都唔知，即係聽講翻嚟即係話可能會 full document， 但係咧會 higher ratio，DTI ratio 可以俾你，譬如話 up to 60%。呢個淨係我聽到，但係未有最後 confirmation。
咁近來 Sterling 會唔會仲有啲咩動態，或者你會 foresee 到一啲乜嘢嘅新 program 嚟迎合翻而家呢一個市場啊？
呢個我暫時唔知，呢個因為咧就之前咧我哋嘅 VP 就係講咧會有啲 new program， 但係後尾我都未收到任何嗰啲 update。不過如果我收到 update 咧，我會通知你哋，同你哋講嘅。
咁近來你見到而家啲客戶最有啲乜嘢，即係喺邊方面最有需要咧？譬如佢哋揾你嘅，多數會問啊，我可唔可以喺我間屋度攞錢出嚟啊？會唔會係 cash out refinance 係佢哋最多嘅需要啊？咁你近來遇到客戶係咩最多需要咧？我就遇到好多客戶都問我邊間銀行仲有 HELOC 啊，想攞條 home equity line 啊咁樣喎。咁你會唔會有相同嘅遭遇咧？
都有啊！依家好多人都想 cash out。咁之前我哋嘅 cash out 可以 ratio up to 80%， 但係依家咧有時嗰啲 conforming 咧，我哋淨可以到70-75。咁之前 ratio 好高嘅可以攞。咁有啲咧就如果係 jumbo， 我哋淨可以 up to 65% for primary residence。
So I'm able to hear again. I'm seeing some of the questions on the right-hand side. I don't know if you're covering those, Derry?
No, I didn't
About,
see.
there was one about stated income program from Sterling is suspended. Will that affect future loan or funded loans from the clients? Will loans be recalled? Definitely not. Any Advantage loan that's ever been funded or closed, it doesn't matter if the program has been suspended, that loan is in place. Payments are on the normal course that are expected. It does not change any existing Advantage loans that are out there. So it just makes it more challenging to refinance them, that's all.
即係你幫佢翻譯一下咯，好冇
？OK， 頭先咧 Henry 講就係我哋呢個 Sterling 呢個 Advantage program 咧，唯一一個挑戰嘅地方就係話你要點樣去 refi。依家呢個情況咧，你好難，即係如果你冇 stable income 咧，你係好難 refi 你個 Advantage program。但係呢個 loan 仲會喺嗰度 exist， 即係存在喺嗰度嘅，唔會變嘅。
咁有一個人咧就話佢哋已經想同 Sterling 同派。10月2019年已經開始咗，佢哋個屋價咧係值250萬，佢哋淨係想貸60萬，咁咧嗰個貸款經紀成日問嚟問去攞多啲 document， 可唔可以有呢個 loan officer 幫我睇下咧？如果佢想揾第二個 loan agent 喺 Sterling， 可唔可以第二個 loan agent 好似你幫佢啦？
可以，冇問題，可以。呢個係就係唔係 Advantage 係咪？係 full doc 係咪？
係，sorry，Larry，你問咩？聽唔清楚頭先。
哦，聽唔清楚，唔好意思。唔係，我想問下呢個頭先話呢個客係呢話呢間屋係250萬，咁啊佢想refi 60萬，係咪？
係啊，佢話係 full doc 嘅，係啊 full
full
doc。
doc 係嘛 ？OK， 可以冇問題，我可以提供俾佢我嘅 information。
你到時寫低你個 contact information 喺嗰個 chat 啦，唔該晒。
OK，好得，可以。
你哋仲有啲咩 program？ 你哋呢家有啲乜嘢利息有啲咩優惠咧？現在啲利息係點樣
咧？依家嚟講，我哋就係我哋嘅 conforming 嘅 rate 咧，就如果你個 loan amount under 510,000， then 我哋嘅 rate 30-year fixed that if you do refi primary resident best rate 可以做到3.25。15年咧，我哋可以做到2.75 with no point，both of no point。
你哋做唔做到 no point no fee 咧？
可以做到 no point no fee，but no if you want no fee， 咁我哋會加0.375嗰個 rate to base rate。就係頭先講，如果係你想做 no fee 咧，咁no fee 嘅話就係3.625 with no point no fee。
呢個係51萬打下，
係51萬以下嗰啲。
如果你係 high balance 51萬至76萬5咧，你呢家個利息係大概幾多咧？
利息嘅話，如果做 refi same scenario，the primary resident with non-cash out refi no point 係 3 LTV is under 60%， 即係 LTV 係低過60% 嘅。咁依家可以3.875。
咁如果你係 jumbo 咧 ，jumbo 大概幾多咧
？jumbo 係咁嘅 ，jumbo 我哋要係我哋將自己 portfolio loan 嚟㗎。如果係 portfolio loan 咧，就如果 LTV 係 60%、65% 都可以啦 ，65%。不過我都要睇 loan amount。65% 你個 single family， 你個 credit score is over 760， 可以攞到4.0 30年嘅。15 years 我哋可以3.25。
咁如果你 cash out refinance 咧，你個加幾多個 point 咧
？cash out depends。如果係 single family 咧，我哋要加0.5% cash out。而且我哋嘅 cash out 佢要 limit 㗎，即係你譬如話你 pay off the first lien 咁啊，佢每一個 loan amount 嗰度咧，佢都會有 cash out limit 嘅。
你個 limit for cash out 係幾多啊？你要留翻3。
如果200萬到250萬之間，maximum cash out is 75萬。100到200萬之間 maximum cash out 係50萬。
你啲投資貸款個利息同自住嘅貸款有啲咩區別咧？個利息方面嚟講，
至少係0.5%。如果 conforming 嘅話，如果 LTV 係 less than 75% 咧，咁個 rate 就加0.5。如果80% 就加0.875。就頭先我講30年係3.25咁啊。如果你 LTV make 25% down， 咁利息就係3.75。
你呢家做唔做到一個叫做 underwritten pre-approval 咧？如果你哋做 underwritten pre-approval， 你要幾耐先可以做到出嚟咧？大概
underwritten approval 依家大概我諗最快都要2個星期啦。最快，因為我哋要 send 俾 underwriter 噶嘛 ，send 俾 underwriter 嘅話，咁啊，我而家同你講，通常都會需要2到3個星期 ，underwriter 先會 approve。
咁如果你呢家想落一個 offer， 咁你未攞到嗰個 underwritten pre-approval， 咁啲 agent 咧就應該寫幾耐個 loan contingency 咧
？loan 我依家就 recommend 佢哋寫28日，因為我哋至少通常20日之內會攞到 approval， 咁 working on the condition 通常27日啦。
所以你就建議攞27日嘅 loan contingency 係咪？
係。
同埋大概45日 close。
40到45日 close。
I think I can hear now too, by the way, if there's any other questions. Sorry, my audio's been in and out.
如果你哋仲有第啲 question， 請喺嗰個 chat room 寫低啊。咁咧in the meantime 咧，你仲有啲咩關於你銀行啲 special program 可以講下俾我哋啲觀眾聽下咧
？OK。而家就係我哋有非常呢個 competitive 呢個 conforming rate 呢個 rate 啦 ，conforming rate 好 competitive， 因為而家好多 refi。咁另外一個咧就係 TIC， 因為三藩市唔係好多 lender 做 TIC， 咁我哋個 TIC 就係好多 refi 或者係 purchase 都會 go through 我 TIC program。咁我哋 TIC 嘅 program 咧就係3年、5年、7年浮動。咁我哋咧仲有一個 5-5 就係。頭5年係 fix， 咁啊第6到第10年呢個可以 possible fix for another 5 years， 就又可以另外一個5年嘅固定，咁啊就睇到時第6年嗰個 margin 同埋 index， 因為 margin 係 fix，margin 係 3.5， 咁啊睇下 index 到時係幾多，如果低嘅話你又可以 fix for another 5 years， 咁啊就唔使再做 refi。如果個 rate 夠低嘅話，
咁而家觀眾都好明白，即係話我哋而家 Sterling 咧就冇咗 Advantage Program 啦。咁但係咧佢哋嘅固定利率都係好吸引嘅。如果你能夠 qualify 做呢個 full doc， 咁 full docs 點樣 qualify 咧？就我哋就要 Derry 幫我哋手先至會知道我哋能唔能夠 qualify 啦。咁 Derry 如果想聯絡你，點樣係最好嘅方式咧
？OK， 我可以寫低我嘅電話號碼同埋 email address。如果有咩問題，大家可以 call 我，我可以解釋每個步驟俾 detail 啦，俾大家。我睇下邊度可以寫低我個信息。咁我將呢個 full doc 呢個講下先啦，就係 full doc 呢個。如果你想做30年固定或者15年固定咧，咁我哋就需要你2年嘅報稅啦，同埋2年嘅 W2 and current month pay stub， 即係你要同一份固定嘅工做2年，但係你可以係唔同嘅 employers， 咁啊，我哋可以通過呢啲文件咧去 process 呢個 file。另外咧就我知道好多中國人做呢個 program 就係 make sure 你銀行入邊冇有大筆嗰啲解釋唔到嘅現金存落去，因為我知道我哋好多中國人就會存咗現金落去，到時咧如果你真係準備申請呢個 refi 嗰陣，你嘅 bank statement 最好唔好有呢個 large deposit， 你解釋唔到嘅，因為好多人就話哦呢個有1萬蚊2萬蚊係我朋友俾我或者係人哋還翻俾我，但係呢個到時就好難解釋。所以你如果真係想做呢個 program full doc 咧，因為我哋需要睇你2個月嘅 bank statement， 咁啊希望你2個月之內冇有大筆現金，到時我哋就唔使解釋呢個explanation。另外咧就係另外嗰個就係如果2年之內你有唔同嘅單位咧，咁 make sure 你嗰個 gap 冇太耐，因為到時又需要寫嗰個 explanation for the gap。通常1-2個月 OK， 但係你唔好話我有5-6個月都冇做工，即係第一份工同第2份工之間嘅 gap 係6個月或者5個月，咁到時咧呢個又係好難解釋嘅。咁基本上就係最主要就係呢啲啦。But make sure 你冇任何嘅 late payment 啦，同埋嗰個 especially mortgage payment 唔可以有 late 嘅。如果 credit card payment 如果你1次2次遲咧，可能都可以解釋到嘅，但係最好千祈唔好有 mortgage payment late payment， 咁到時好難解釋嘅。應該暫時就係咁多情況啦。如果你想申請 full doc，
係咯，如果我係想申請 full doc， 但係而家目前咁啱又獲得失業金或者 EIDL 補助啊，或者 PPT 批咗啊，又會唔會話會喺我哋嘅 credit report 度有顯示，影響我哋狀態嘅咧？
你 definitely 如果你收到 unemployment rate 咧，咁咪就冇辦法，因為呢個 unemployment 呢個錢就係話你而家呢份工就唔好喺度做啦。咁 underwriter 就會做 verbal VOE， 就係通常個 loan close 10日之前佢會做個 verbal VOE。如果 underwriter 收到你而家唔喺嗰度做，咁啊 definitely 就算你呢個 loan move to clear to close funding process， 咁都唔會最後都唔會分嘅。Well， 佢要 make sure 你喺呢份工係做緊。所以呢個一定要注意，大家就係如果你有 unemployment， 咁啊呢個 loan 就 go through 唔到。
如果我係同一份工，係我嘅僱主叫我先喺4月、5月份拿一個失業金先，然之後佢馬上又請翻我啦。咁
到時係咁啊，因為我哋會依家我哋 verify 嗰個 employment 咧係 third party， 我哋唔係自己 verify。咁啊，到時 third party 佢會發咗呢個 verbal VOE to 嗰個 employer 嗰度。咁啊 employer 咧，佢會填呢份表，填呢個 information 俾我哋。如果話你仲喺度做工，就係暫時啫，咁啊應該都 OK 㗎，應該都 OK。但係我要睇呢個最後發出嚟嗰啲 verbal VOE 佢嗰個 form 係點樣嘅，先至可以決定 closer 先可以決定 underwriter 先可以決定會唔會繼續 funding 呢個 loan。你如果係 temporary， 如果佢個 form send 翻出去，佢仲話你繼續喺度做，只不過暫時呢段時間冇做，咁啊都應該 OK 嘅。
咁喺呢個節目嘅尾聲咧，我又想你俾一啲 idea， 我哋嘅觀眾咧呢個 rough idea。譬如我想借50萬嘅，咁我稅表上面我要呈現我有幾多收入啊？係唔係喺我嘅稅表1040嗰度呈現10萬蚊就可以借50萬，每10萬蚊借50萬，諸如此類？你可唔可以俾 rough idea 我哋咧？
可以，但問題呢個數字就算我俾到你咧，都唔係準確嘅數字啦，因為我唔知道你呢個係究竟係 pay stub 定係 self-employed。咁啊，如果 pay stub 咧，我哋可以根據佢，如果佢 last 2 year 嘅 income 係 stable， 咁我可以根據佢最新嘅 pay stub 作為佢嘅 income。但係如果你係 self-employed 咧，譬如話我哋要睇佢2年嘅 tax return。如果今年咧嗰啲收入比舊年多，咁啊我哋通常會 average。如果係 self-employed， 但係如果你話今年嘅收入低過舊年，咁我哋淨可以攞今年嘅收入作為佢 qualified income。所以 different situation 咁嘅 different scenario， 即係好難講邊一種收入。但係我就 base on 50萬嘅 loan， 咁我就 20% down， 我估係60萬啦。如果60萬60，我都大概60萬嘅 loan 啦。我嚟睇下。
即係每10萬蚊正式嘅收入可以借到60萬嘅貸款嘅。以目前嘅利息嚟咁樣計算。
係，我依家睇下。
咁我哋起碼心裏邊可以記住，原來每10萬蚊我都應該 qualify 60萬。咁有需要咧就可以嚟揾你啦 Derry。咁 Derry 你喺邊一個辦公室嗰度上班啊？
我係2個 office， 我一個喺 Auckland 嗰個 Chinatown 嗰度，另外一個喺 Noe Valley。我有2個 branch， 係即係一個星期我去2日3日去 Noe Valley， 另外嗰啲時間會喺 Auckland。
咁你可唔可以都話俾我哋聽 ，Henry Jeans 又喺邊度上班咧？邊個 office 咧
？Henry Jeans 佢都係 Noe Valley， 佢有2個 branch， 通常咧佢會 Noe Valley， 有時佢會去 LA。係。
咧都有好多嘅辦事。
LA 因為依家 LA 好多 TIC， 咁所以 Henry 嗰個幫手。
I can hear. Can you hear me again?
Yes, I can hear you again.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm figuring this out. Yeah, lots of TICs in LA.
We're asking where your office is located, and they said you're in Noe Valley in LA.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so by the end of this session, Henry, I want you to introduce yourself again, like where's your office at and how people can look for you.
Okay. So yeah, like Derry said, I am in Noe Valley most days. I hope to be back in Noe Valley most days. I am in Los Angeles now a lot because there is a lot of tenant TIC activity now happening down there. And Derry's been so capable in taking over everything in San Francisco, so it's allowing me to go to Los Angeles. But I'm still around, so.
Can the both of you please type in your contact information into the chat room so that our guests
Okay,
can have
sure. Let me see the chat.
So thank you very much for coming via guest today, Henry
Okay.
and Derry.
Okay.
So our next sessions is about to begin. Thank you very much for today. Okay,
Okay.
please type in your information in the chat box so people knows where and how to look for you and go over more details on the questions.